Hi everyone, welcome to Inspiring Series with me Farisha, and today we have a very special guest with us. I think the whole of Malaysia would know him. He is the creator and founder of Upin and Ipin. Assalamualaikum Tuan Haji Burhan.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, it's really good to have you in my show in Inspiring Series, and it's an honor for me to have you here to share, your experience and your advice in Inspiring Series. It's an honor, truly an honor. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
Okay. Haji Burhan, okay, can you share with us more about yourself?
I'm not really from the animation industry or from creative world because this is a qualified petroleum engineer. I was trained as a petroleum engineer. I worked in Petronas for 10 years. Mm-hmm. Then I quit. Then I go into contracting for the oil service company in the oil and gas industry. Okay. So I'm the managing director of that company and have some share with that. And when I joined that company, it's only 8 million ringgit turnover a year. But after 5 years, it goes to 160 over million a year. And we were, I think in year 2000, we are the sole contractor to service all the platforms, oil platform in Malaysia, Terengganu, Sabah, and Sarawak. So after that, my partner wanted to go for listing in the KLSE. That's when I left the oil and gas.
Okay.
Then my wife decided that we have to do something. That's when we decided to go into animation. That was in 2005. Initially, we wanted to do film, but found out that film is a difficult business because a lot of things depending on other people. And at the time, the Malaysian government is pushing for animation as the next economic growth area, and they provided a lot of incentive to the industry in the form of grants, all that. And at the time also, animation become a new courses in the university, and there's a lot of graduates coming out. So that's how made me interested to go into that. One of the things that I like to go into animation at that time was nobody knows how to do the business. So we can do whatever we want because I have the capital to do it. So that's how we started, and we formed a company called Les Copaque. Les Copaque in French, but actually it comes from the Malay word Last Kopek. Where you play cards, the last card is always giving hope for you to win. So that's when I started the company, I told my team that I give you one chance. If you cannot make it, we'll close the company, and the name of the company is Les Copaque. It so happened that we are very lucky. When we did that, the first clips, and then we brought to Cannes, we managed to show to the CEO of TV9 at the time.
Wow.
And he was attracted to that clips, and he asked me to produce content for Ramadan. We met him in Cannes in April, and Ramadan was in October. And when we first started in 2006, we wanted to do the film Gang Pengembaraan Bermula. So in that original script, the two boys actually doesn't have a big role. It's just a dialogue when they ask where's their grandfather house, just say there. So I told my team we need to take out the two boys, and we make content for Ramadan. So what are the contents? So we said introducing to the two boys fasting for the first time. It should be interesting to do it, and we asked our script team to do it. But when they came back with the script, my wife was very angry because it doesn't reflect good content to emulate the children to learn about Ramadan. So in the end, me and my wife had to write the script. I come from oil and gas, but I had to write the script. But we were lucky because my wife suddenly is very talented in doing storytelling. Also, she can imagine how the film she wanted. So we released 6 episodes of this Upin Upin fasting in 2007. It's a 5 minute for each episode, and it became instant hit. So we know we have captured the Malay market. We continue making the film. The following year, in 2007, TV9 asked us to do some more. So we produced another 12 episodes of Ramadan. So we cover a lot of things. By 2008, the first one is 2007. 2008, we produced 12 episodes. And at the end of the year, our film already finished. We have made the film ready for screening. So we got the date in 2009 February. So when we released Upin Upin 12 episode in Ramadan in 2008, it become a more hit, and Upin Upin already famous. And when we release the film Gang Penggambaran Bermula, we don't have to put a lot of money on promotion because everybody wanted to see it. And in 2009, when we released that film, it became the box office of the year. We scored 6.2 million.
Wow.
So, yeah. Then my team asked, I got 40 people at the end of 2008. What we are going to do? So I told them, let's convert Upin Upin into a full series. So we changed the format from 5 minutes to 7 minutes. So I decided we have to produce every year 42 episodes of 7 minutes. And 3 episodes will make one story. So the format until now is following that. And we never fail to produce 42 episodes. Now we are in season 14. Wow. So that's how we managed to do it. And we were also lucky after the film hit in Malaysia. It's well known in South Asia, and we tried to sell it to Indonesia, and it was picked up by a TV station called TPI, Televisi Pendidikan Indonesia. So in 2010, we went into Indonesian market. The thing is, they wanted to dub it, but I disagreed. I said, if Indonesian film come to Malaysia, we never dub it. Why don't you take it in Bahasa Malaysia? So the TV station was so worried that they can't accept it. But eventually, when they show it on the TV, it become instant hit because the Indonesian kids thought that our language is something humorous. They put the subtitles so that they can understand. So from there on, our product UPIP is very famous in Indonesia. Then problem arise when TPI got entangled on the ownership because somebody owned it because they had problem with the government. He gave the license to his friend to take care, but the friend sold it to MNC TV. So at that time, we have a partner over there who asked us to move to other TV station. But we said we honor our friendship with MNC TV. and we will stay put. So true enough, after they sort out all the legal matters, MACTV become big, and because of our relationship with them until now, we are considered a reliable partner, and they push Upin Ipin. Now, Upin Ipin, all our product, not only Upin Ipin, pada zaman dahulu, Ikra, all that, our show is 5 hours a day, 7 days a week on MNCTV. So the TV station is just like Upin Ipin TV station. So
Wow,
that's how popular we are.
that's really big, and it's really big in Indonesia, right?
Yes.
Okay, moving on to the next question. How do you overcome difficulties in your career?
Yeah, you have to be sensible. You don't have to worry too much for any problems. I don't have any stress since I was young, because I consider when you come across problems, it's just like you are hungry. No matter how much you eat, tomorrow you are hungry again. So similar to problem, when it comes, you try to solve it.
Yes.
But if you cannot solve it, just sleep. Tomorrow you wake up, you try to solve it again. So with that, I don't have any stress. You have a rational thinking how to do it. So we actually in my life, I don't have many big challenges like failing in business or that, because for me I can manage uh, all the problem and we can solve one by one. So we come across challenges in the beginning, but to me it's a small matter. Like my pioneer team left us, they were they brought some of the key people, but Les Copaque doesn't collapse because in the beginning I prepared for it because we have them to have a proper production line. So when they left, you just push the next people to go up, and we still produce the same quality of production, even better, because I put a lot of emphasis on R&D, and we are not scared to invest for my staff to go overseas, learning about new technology, all that. So in Les Copaque, everything we have a backup plan. So if you have any problem, the team will try to solve it. So if you know how to do it, because I have vast experience in managing operation in oil and gas, and also I was in a corporate for 10 years in Petronas, and was involved in business for over 10 years. So Les Copaque is just a small company. It's not difficult to manage it. Okay.
Okay, I like it when you say problem solving, yeah? And then you say that there's also, a backup plan, and there's also option on where to go from here. So problem solve. So when the matter arises, when you encounter any problem at the office, so the most important thing is problem solving.
Yeah. I was trained like that when I was in oil and gas. We were trained on problem solving because oil and gas is a very risky business. Accident can happen if you don't take proper precaution, and we are used in oil and gas to plan everything, and each action that we're going to do, what are the impact with that. So In my company, I train my team to do that. So you don't waste your time. Yeah. What's your plan? You have to wait whether you want to go in this direction or not, or you go in another direction. What's the impact of that? So they know how to evaluate. Sorry, they know how to evaluate all this. So if the important thing is you have to train your people to do it. I can't be there all the time. So like animation also, sometimes they got stumble into problem. Uh, Sometimes the software is not working, or sometimes they cannot produce that shot because limitation of computer or limitation of the angle of that. So when I sit down with them, they raise their problem and what are the options to resolve it. So a lot of time, I don't know about animation or film, but when I sit down with them, when I give some ideas how to resolve it, a lot of things being resolved. Uh, Making animation for TV station is not a big problem, but when we did the movie Upi Ipin, especially Upi Ipin Christian Mantunggal, is a big challenge for them because sometimes what they show me on the storyboard, the shot, but when they produce, it doesn't jive. We don't see the owl in that kind of shot. So we have to resolve what is the problem with that. Although they have drawn it on the storyboard and they thought that's the something good, what is something heavy, what they call is expensive scene. But when they come out with the final product, it doesn't. I don't believe it is a big scene. So we have to look into ways of to prop it up. Okay.
Okay, so trying to find a solution, would you say, and discussing it with amongst your team members to find a solution to the problem.
Yeah. But as the leader or as a leader, you have to teach them that they have to come up with ideas and use their ideas to solve the problem. There are companies, they don't like the people underneath to tell them what to do. So to me, it's not like that. As a they have to be to work as a team. So each team member have a say in it. That if you do that, all the employee will have a sense of belonging. That's very important for any company. So when they have a sense of belonging to their company, they will defend the company if they're being attacked by others. And you don't have to supervise them to do work. They are very committed and they will deliver it on time. In animation, it's very important for them to finish all the product on schedule. Because if you slip by a few weeks or a few months, it will be very, very expensive because the cost is about their salary. So when you budget for, let's say, 8 months, it must finish in 8 months. If you slip another 2 months, now over here is about 700,000 ringgit for a month. So if you slip 2 months, it becomes 1.4 million. So it's very, very expensive. That's why they have to finish on time or earlier. So these are the things that I taught them that you have to do. We tell them this is the cost. You cannot slip on the schedule. So far, for the last 14 years, they will keep to the schedule by hook or by crook. Even if I'm not in the country, because we have a schedule with the television when we have to deliver, and all the television station they have schedule when to screen this product, and they tied up with all the advertising, promotion, everything. So it's a lot of money if we delay it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It has to be done within the timeline, the time frame, and the deadline. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to the next question. Can you share with us the biggest success story that you and your company has achieved to date?
If you look at Les Copaque, almost every year we have success story. From the best, the box office film, and we are among the first company to penetrate Indonesia. It's not easy to penetrate Indonesia and to make the Indonesian love our creative product. I don't believe it's easy, but we are fortunate. Upin Ipin is like a crazy thing to the Indonesian compared to Malaysian. It's not only children but the parents. And then when we roll out Upin Ipin Chris Yamantunggal, we submitted to Oscar, and we were selected as a nominee for Oscar among the 32 films which were selected in the animation category. So we are the first film from Malaysia being accepted as a nominees for the Oscar. There are a few other films which were submitted to Oscar, but they were not selected as a nominees. That's a proud moment for all our team. But that film, Upi Ipin Krisha Mantunggal, is not designed to win an Oscar, but because when we submitted to Canada Animation Film Festival, it won the best film, and we found out that all the film that we bid, they are submitting their nomination to Oscar. So that's why we went to the Oscar, and it's not cheap. It's very, very expensive. Apart from that, this morning we got the Diamond Play Button Award from YouTube because our channel achieved 10 million subscribers.
10 million? 10 million
yes.
subscribers. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. And we are the first YouTube channel in Malaysia to achieve that. In February this year, only 366 channels worldwide received that Diamond Play Button Award. It is given to 10 channels that have 10 million subscribers. So we got it. But
congratulations to
the
production.
To get it, you have to know how to do it. Malaysia have a very small population. For you to achieve 10 million, you cannot depend on Malaysian because it's too small. So our biggest subscriber come from Indonesia. Almost 60% of it.
Yeah.
So like us, we reached 10 million. And I was told by the manager from Google that the next one, the following years is only 6 million. By February this year, we have only 8 million subscribers. But during the MCO, we created content for Hari Raya and Ramadan and Hari Raya. In that content, we purposely plan for it to go trending. It's about
Hashtag.
where is the heaven for open, because they don't have mother. So when we send that videos, that series to Indonesia, the Indonesia MNC TV cut it on different angle. They instigate the viewers that Fizi said, if you don't have mother, you don't have heaven. So it angered all the fans in Indonesia. It became trending. And then the Malaysian fan pick it up. Within 2 months, from 8 million in February, within 2 months, I think within 3 months, we hit 10 million subscribers.
Wow, wow, wow.
So all the thing in entertainment, you have to design all this to promote yourself. Yeah, some people make controversy, all that. But the way we do it is something about content.
Content, strategize.
Content.
Yeah, you have strategy and it's the content,
Yeah, it's easy to say, but it's difficult to do. Okay.
Okay.
So there's a lot of achievement that we have achieved after about 14 years in operation. I think as a Malaysian, we should be proud that Upi Ipin is a brand for Malaysia. If you look in Asia, apart from Korea and Japan, there are other countries which are big, like India. You cannot identify what are their iconic animation character. Even Indonesia doesn't have that. Only Malaysia have iconic animation character, Upin and Ipin. Anywhere you go to Vietnam, all that, when they say Upi Ipin, they know you come from Malaysia. So we should be proud. Okay.
Yeah, as a Malaysian myself, I'm really proud as well. And then for Upin and Ipin, it's not just a Malaysian brand, but you showcase Malaysia to the world. So everyone, regardless anywhere they are, in Indonesia, in America, in New York, in Australia, they know Upin and Ipin. So Upin and Ipin has put Malaysia in the map.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we are proud to do that, and my team is very proud that we have established quite a strong studios, well known. So basically, when I started, I told even Pak Lah at that time, I was the Prime Minister, I'm going to be the next Disney of Asia. Yeah. So I think we have sort of achieved.
You have that goal, you have that vision in your mind, and you manifest that dream, you manifest that vision and goal, and you turn it into reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's how you should do if you go into business.
Okay, and moving on to the final question. Okay, this is our last question for today. What would be your advice for the young people out there who are interested to be in the animation industry?
Yeah, animation requires big capital. You can't depend on government grant to do it. Unless your father is very, very rich, you can do it. Initially, I spent about 5 million of my own money to start Les Copaque. So if you don't have deep pocket, don't go into it. But you can get into this industry by working with other people first. Then later on, when you have the experience and you have the capital, you can do the business. But initially, don't dream of going into animation business. It's not like selling goreng pisang or tudong, all that. It's a very risky business. Now the problem of that the animation studios face in Malaysia, when they produce, they cannot sell to the local TV because the local TV don't have the budget to buy anymore. That's why a lot of people asking why Upin Ipin new series are not on local TV station. They're not because we don't want to show. Nobody prepared to buy. You can watch Upin Ipin on Astro, but it's not the new series. It's probably 1 or 2 seasons behind. Very soon, RTM will start showing Upin Ipin, but it's about 4 seasons behind. That's how they can afford to buy. Because for us, we put our price. If you don't agree with that price, we don't sell. We hold it. But in Indonesia, we have a different arrangement with the station, TV station. Over there, all our product goes there. We don't negotiate on the price because we'll share the revenue on advertising during our window. So you imagine if our show is for 5 hours a day, it's a huge income. I think last year, a few years back, the animation studio can get substantial revenue from YouTube. It's not a problem for them to sustain partly their operation. But since January this year, YouTube introduced COPA, Child Online Private, about advertising. You cannot force children to watch it. So since January this year, all children content, they don't put advertising anymore. No advertisement. So when there is no advertisement, there's no income. So for us, the creator, we have to declare that our product is for children. If we don't declare, YouTube caught us, they will fine us 42,000 USD. It's very, very expensive. So with that, we do have some income because our product very big. We have 10 million subscribers, and our views worldwide is 4 billion.
Wow.
It's huge, 4 billion. So now what we got is only half of what we used to have like last year. So we don't know how to go, but it's still a substantial sum that can offset some of our overhead. So yeah, all these platform, we just consider it a bonus, not the main income. So it's not really a real problem to us. But the other studios, they are having problem. Although they can produce, but where they want to sell and where they want to generate the animation. That's why my advice to all these young people, you go and work first. No way you want to start animation company. Animation company needs somebody who have vast experience in managing the business. Like me, I have about 20, 30 years of business experience. So most of the company in animation in our country, they are managed by young people who just graduated. They like to do the animation of that. But actually animation, there's a lot of things that you must know. How to push your product, how your product will look, that you can get a lot of people watching it, because it depends how popular you are. The success of your business depend on how popular you are. If you are not popular, there's no way you can get revenue. Okay?
Okay. And do you have any last advice, last tips that you want to share with all of our viewers?
Yeah, animation is always a difficult business. But it's better than the film, because animation can go worldwide. It can go into any country. If you dub it, it can go. But if film, you cannot go to other country because they reject the actors. So there are two different challenges. But the problem to get into any country is quite difficult. But now, if your product is popular on TV, on YouTube, and you may get a call from TV station overseas inquiring about your product. So how you want to make it popular, that's the challenges. So animation is not as simple as that. So I advise, don't go into setting up studios, but work with the existing studio so that you can understand the business and you can do it later. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much, Tuan Haji Radzi, for being with us today in Inspiring Series, in sharing your working experience, your career experience, and also giving tips and advice. I really appreciate your time that you have with us today on Inspiring Series podcast, and thank you so much. And for those of you who would like to follow Tuan Haji Burhan, can you share with us your social media platform, your Facebook, YouTube?
I have my Facebook. I think the address is Haji Burhan, SGBURHN. Now I'm writing articles about how Les Copaque being formed, our experience. Some that's about each component of the business. If you like, you can follow it. Okay. YouTube, all the others, you have to go to Les Copaque. Les Copaque have YouTube, he have Twitter, and so now they have TikTok. It's not, I don't know about that. It's all the young people want.
Yeah, there's so many social media platforms right now. So there's Twitter, there's Instagram, there's TikTok, there's YouTube.
Yes.
There's Facebook, there's so many social media platforms. Okay, thank you so much, Haji. I really appreciate your time with us today. Thank you for sharing your advice, your wisdom, and your tips. And I hope to those of you who are watching this video, hope you are inspired and also motivated by Tuan Haji Burhan Radzi. And until then, stay safe, take care, bye. Assalamualaikum Tuan Haji Burhan. Thank you.
Salam. Bye.
Bye.